Hello everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel.
Didn't know anything about who was coming to the graduation celebration. It was I knew he was having one for me. So I definitely did not put my family up to that because I never believed in a child anyways. Like I always called it. So of course anything I would have been like, guys, don't even bring that up. I don't want to talk about that no more on TV. So I didn't know about that.
We're still working back.
Okay.
We're still working back. We're sisters, and we don't always agree.
Okay.
You know, there have been some letdowns, I guess, of expectations that we're still figuring out. Well, you know, when we finished in last season, they had a moment of conversation where they were trying to move forward and past some of the issues. So assuming all of that works out wonderfully, no. I mean, I've never had to play ping pong prior to them having an issue. So as of late, I don't feel like that based on, you know, their last conversation that they had. Listen, because they had actually gone through a few different names, and they had tossed them around, and we heard a couple of the other names that they were thinking about naming the show. And quite frankly, when they told us it was going to be Love and Marriage Huntsville, we all felt like that was going to change the trajectory of the show. Okay. And that was just conversation that we had after they told us that the name was finalized. So I didn't expect it to be as dramatic. Okay. Because it's own. So I was like, oh, we're not doing that. She's not going to have people hollering and stuff. So it's a little bit more elevated than I thought it would be, quite frankly. But as far as changing the path, I wasn't surprised after the name changed.
Yeah, I agree with Kimmy. We got a couple of names, and I think it was like, it started off as Rocket City or something like that. Yeah. I don't know. We was thrown off by the whole.
Yeah.
Because he's like, that's not real estate. So we
right. Right.
So yeah. Like, where are we going with this? So, but now being 3 seasons in.
Anytime you are embarking upon a new territory, it being successful is always a surprise because you don't know. It's not like there were many shows before this that we created or pitched that had done very well. So the expectation or the hope was that it would do well, but you really don't know. And so I think it's amazing that there's an audience that has definitely found Love and Marriage Huntsville to be relatable and a show that they can tune into and pull different gems from every Saturday. I think that speaks volumes, and the fact that we're the #1 show for Saturday nights across all networks definitely speaks volumes. So we definitely have a gold mine, so to speak. You know, I'm definitely learning what my triggers are. I'm learning the areas where I've grown and where I need to grow, whether that is patience, whether that is, you know, effective communication, learning how to resolve conflict as best as I can, or most of the time, without it being blown up into a different level. I'm learning how a little bit more when it comes to self-control, not being as reactive. Not perfect, still working on it, but I definitely come a long way. Matter of fact, it's interesting because Martell and I had a conversation a few days ago, and in that conversation, he even said, you know, I see her growth. You know, she's definitely grown a lot. And so that's what I've been doing and working on. And that takes sometimes having those silent, quiet moments to yourself to really learn yourself. When I look back over the past 14 years, I can say that I learned as much about myself as I have the past year. Okay. I've learned more this past year than I did the past 14 years because you're just going and you're doing and you're not having a lot of still time and quiet time. And I've had that, and it's been major for me for sure. Oh, well, definitely happy that she was in a place where she felt better. Sometimes, you know, when we decide or make the decisions, make tough decisions, it can be painful, hurtful, and I'm sure she went through all of that as well. But to know that she was in a place where she felt better, as she said, the birds chirped a little louder and the sun shined a little brighter. I can say that while some people feel like, oh, you knew she was getting a divorce. Yeah, I knew she was getting a divorce, but I didn't know the divorce was final. And that's so I knew and was with her through the process of the going through the divorce. The thing that was different for me was knowing that she had been divorced for a month or so, and I didn't know about it. And it was like, girl, it's already final. Say what? So that's what that was. But definitely happy for her choosing herself and being okay with the outcome of a marriage. You know, when we get married, women, our goal and hope is that it lasts forever.
There's been so many rumors about me.
Yeah.
All of them been crazy. I think the craziest one for Martell would definitely be the 20 women, because that's the one I was defending so hard.
Mm-hmm.
For myself, I think what I've been defending about myself, it's just been a lot.
Okay.
It's been a lot. I've never been called so many different things in my entire life. So
I think for me, the craziest rumor would be, I guess it's going to be one of two things. Of course, obviously, that I interfered in Maurice's marriage in some way, which I absolutely did not.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess when you're watching TV, you have to kind of justify other people's emotions. And so maybe that was that justification, but I had zero to do with that. Zero. And then the other thing probably would be, craziest thing about Maurice would probably be, I guess that he doesn't care about me. Like sometimes when he makes his decisions without me, I don't think that's lack of caring. I think that's just him always being in control and wanting to be in control. I don't think he thinks twice about making unilateral decisions. And so a lot of people put a, tag on his head for kind of making unilateral decisions.
Well, for me, I would say the craziest rumor that I saw, heard about, was that I was Martell's side chick, that he was engaged when I met him, and I was his side chick. So that was definitely one of the craziest things for me, because when I met Martell, I had a sorority meeting that night, and I'm the kind of person, I don't do all that. So I immediately went in and was like, hey, any of y'all know of Martell Holt? Any of y'all dated him before? Like, it was like he wasn't about to get my time,
Yeah.
So that was that was one for me. For him, I would say, well, shit, a lot of them turned out to be true. But a lot of the rumors turned out to be true. I would say maybe them saying, people thinking that, well, Martell just got with Melody because she's business savvy and intelligent. And the fact of the matter is, we got together, neither one of us had anything, and we literally started from ground zero, built together. So, well, I hope for growth for Martell. I think when you've been with someone as long as we were together, you don't want to see them not grow and improve in terms of the person that they are. Martell's not someone that I'm interested in dating, marrying, remarrying, any of that in the future. I think that certain things that occur brings out or shows people's character. And when that doesn't line up with my expectations, then there's no hope for a future.
what I admire about Kimmy is that she's fun to be around.
Okay.
Cooks really well, so I'm always trying to eat her food. So yeah, about Mel, I would say Mel too. She's a fun person to be around as well, and you can learn a lot being around her, especially when it comes to just business and just when she's in a good space. She's fun and she's gonna light up the room, and you're gonna enjoy yourself around her. So that's some of the things I really enjoy about the ladies.
I think both the ladies are extremely fun as well. And that's part of, I guess, what I missed in our initial relationship that we had. We had a great time. Like when we had fun, we played hard. So I think that of both of them, quite frankly. And I guess singularly for Tisha loves hard. And I like that about her and her character. She has a big heart and she loves hard. And Melody is outside of fun, she's just energetic. And I agree kind of with the statement that Tisha made. When she's in this space that is just exuding more confidence and happiness about her, it's just a real nice, pleasant environment to be around. She's sunshiny, she's smiley like a little baby. And it's a nice environment to be around at that time. So I think she's a worker bee and she's energetic.
Okay, Mel.
Absolutely. So for Kimmy, what I love about Kimmy is her communication. I've learned a lot from her, honestly, over these years, seeing her communicate in tough situations, because she is very direct, as am I. The difference is sometimes when I'm direct, I'm not calm with it as well. So I have learned from Kimmy how to be direct in tough situations and still remain a little bit of cool, you know? So I love that about her. And, you know, I joke with her all the time about how when I first met her, damn, Kimmy was doing I don't know how many jobs. I was like, God. So Kimmy is that, like, Kimmy is that person. She gonna have a whole bunch of different things going on, get to the money, okay? So I've always, you know, that and how she juggles all of that. And for Letitia, I would say I think Letitia, she's a lot of fun, likes to do fun things, and likes to try to have a great time. And when you're a person like myself who is so busy with work and career, you need someone in your life who's like, you know, let's go have a drink. That's what she used to do all the time. We used to all be, you know, really, really cool. Y'all, let's go get a drink. Let's go get a drink. And so, you know, just getting out and enjoying, you know, girlfriend time and having a good time. And then also seeing her, you know, complete different goals that she set for herself and making those things happen despite any obstacles, despite how tough it may have gotten, which I'm sure it did at times. I think that she should be commended for that. I think that's amazing.
I think we're all fun, and I think we're more fun together.
Yeah.
When everybody's in a good space, it's more fun. I don't know if I would even have an answer for who's most fun.
Yeah, I agree.